Happy finally Friday. Toronto has wrestled away a home field advantage from the Mariners and tied the ALCS series 2 games apiece. After Seattle won the first 2 games at Rogers Center, Toronto has come back and won the next 2 at T-Mobile Park. And just like 2 nights ago, the Mariners got on the board first with a home run, this time by Josh Naylor. But then the Blue Jays came back with 3 runs in the third, chasing Luis Castillo from the game and going on for an 8-2 victory.
Here's a high fly ball, deep center field. Varsho to the track, Varsho to the wall. It's gone! Josh Naylor goes deep, and the Mariners are on the board first.
Well, left it up, and it was a question of whether or not this man was going to rob it. And just outside the glove. And another good start here at home for Seattle.
The tying run at second, nobody out. The 8th pitch, a high line drive to right field. Canzone's going back. It's gone again. It's Jimenez out of the 9th spot, sparking the Jays for the 2nd night in a row. Lightning strikes twice. A jolt from an unlikely source. Gabe Spires, the new pitcher, on for Dalton Varsho. Spires payoff. Taken for ball 4. He's walked in a run, and it's 3-1 Blue Jays.
That's the tough spot about bringing in a guy with the bases loaded, not room for error, and you're hoping that he's going to be on right away.
Kiner is in scoring position. Springer's up. Yanked to left field. That's headed for the corner. Extra bases for George Springer. Kiner is in to score, and it's 4-1 Jays. In the dirt right here. Springer comes home, and it's 5-1. Everything going Toronto's way. Yeah, and the Mariners building something here with 2 gone. Punches a base hit the other way. Polanco heads for the plate. Barger's got a cannon. His throw goes to third in time, but the run scores.
Wow, you cannot get thrown out at third there.
Addison Barger, one of the strongest arms in baseball. He averages 96 miles per hour with his throws from the outfield. He cuts down Naylor at third, but a 2-out base hit from Suarez brings in Polanco to make it 5-2. Jays getting 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Guerrero drives the ball the other way. Canzone's going back. He's at the wall. It's gone! Vlad Jr. strikes again with his 5th home run of the postseason. Toronto takes the run right back. Sapped by injuries this year. Up the middle he goes. He's knocked in another. Shaw retreated. Now he's going to head for the plate. Here comes the throw from Rodriguez. It's not in time. 2-run single for Andres Jimenez, and he's knocked in 4 of Toronto's 8. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Canzone. Here it comes. That is strike 3. And this best of 7 has become a best of 3. The road team reigning supreme. The Blue Jays winning games 3 and 4 in Seattle after dropping the 2 in Toronto.
Mariners clubhouse afterwards was filled with hope that they'll come back in Game 5 today.
Yeah, they're a pretty good team. They're a pretty good team, as we are too. They playing really good baseball. We are too. So it's a good matchup. And like I say, we just got to stay focused and come back tomorrow. We believe in each other here. We know what a special group we have. We support each other, and we know we've been to tough time before. And like I say, we believe in each other, and we're gonna come back.
Did a good job getting ahead, and mixing when he had to. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, ran ourselves off the bases a few times, so that one hurt a little bit. But just couldn't take advantage tonight. They got some hits. Give them credit there. Left a few balls in the middle part of the plate, and they took advantage of. So, we knew it wasn't going to be easy. So it's just about, keeping a level head, understanding, don't get too high, don't get too low, and understand now it's a best of 3. So, go out tomorrow, forget it, flush it, and come back ready to go.
Josh Naylor finished the game 3 for 3 with Seattle's 3 of 5 of the 5 hits for the Mariners. The 2 teams meet for the 5th game today. Then it reverts back to Toronto. Dodgers are a win away from a sweep of Milwaukee after winning last night 3-1. Game 4 of their National League Championship Series is tonight. That is on TBS. Seattle Kraken earned a point last night in Ottawa, but lost in a shootout to the Senators 4-3. Seattle got on the board first on Shane Wright's first goal of the season, but Ottawa countered. The game went back and forth from there into overtime and ended in a shootout. John Forsland had the call on Kong TV.
Greg will take over. Marchman, a nice dangle. Mason Marchment this way. Montour shot. Stout the rebound. They score! Shane Wright picks up his first goal of the season. Back out through center. Spence, Pinto, Giroux right up the gut to the outside. The pass in front. Pinto. He scores! Shane Pinto. Kaliev takes over. Giroux pops from the wall, goes across, nice read, a shot, they score! Went off a stick right to David Perron. Along the boards now, play to the outside. Schwartz to the slot. Stevenson off the pipe, it's bar down! Chandler Stevenson with his first goal of the season. And with 15:20 left to go in the second period, the Kraken have tied it. He'll cradle, move it. Right on the money for Stevenson, who will stretch it out. Back for Montour. Chandler again. To the goal line, Everly. A walk and a power move. A stop the rebound. They score! It's Chandler Stevenson with his second goal tonight. There goes Omar. Stutzla feeds it around. 6 skaters come out for Travis Green. Cousins a shot. He scores! Dylan Cousins. Tim Stutzla is in the 2-hole for Travis Green. He's crafty. He has some sick moves. Let's see what he does here, and he scores. Takes a long route. He'll scan Olmark, and Olmark comes up big. Shane Pinto. Slowly in. No mistake. Ottawa wins the shootout.
Seattle continues the road trip tomorrow in Toronto at 4 o'clock. That also on Kong. There are some good football matchups on TV this weekend for Northwest teams. Washington plays Michigan tomorrow in college football. That kicks off at 9 o'clock on Fox. Washington State visits number 18 Virginia. That'll be at 3:30 on the CW network. Eastern Washington hosts Idaho on the red carpet at 4 on ESPN+. Central Washington celebrates homecoming in Ellensburg tomorrow night at 6 with Texas A&M Kingsville in town. Seahawks won't play until Monday night when they'll host Houston at Lumen Field. Kickoff slated for a late one, 7 o'clock. That's right. That is correct. 7 p.m. for the kickoff. That can be seen on ESPN. The Rams are in London and will kick off Sunday morning at 6:30 our time on the NFL Network against Jacksonville. Arizona's home against Green Bay at 1:25. That's on Fox. San Francisco will host Atlanta Sunday night on Sunday Night Football. That's at 5:20 on NBC. It was a battle of top 5 ranked teams at Wenatchee High School last night. 4th ranked in the 4A poll, Wenatchee hosted 3rd ranked in the 2A poll, Ellensburg, in a non-league clash with the Panthers sweeping aside the Bulldogs. I had the call here on the NCWLIFE channel. Right hand from the right side. Back line it goes, almost came over the net. Here's a kill by Riley Jones. Count it. A little deep. Boy, I thought that may have been too deep, but Ellensburg plays it. And a beautiful diving play getting down to the floor was Beckstead to keep it alive. Touch at the net on a block attempt by the Panthers. Need to get it across. They do. Defensive move there by Stickle. Bulldogs get it back across by Simmons. Berry on the back line. Here's a kill attempt. Came back and hit Riley Jones in the shoulder, and then comes right back across, and a point for Wenatchee. Nell with the service. Again, back line falling backwards was the return person. Kept it alive. Berry got it across the net. Here's a touch at the net by both teams at the same time. Here's a kill attempt by Wenatchee. Going to go out of bounds on the save attempt and dig by Stickle, and it will be a point to the Panthers, and Wenatchee wins the first set here tonight by a score of 25-21. Back line for Roseberry. Up front it comes. Cross court, they'll push it on the sets. And, oh, nice idea on the second hit here for Wenatchee. Berry with the dig. Kill. Blah. Oh, Berry got it alive again. Here they just punch it over the nets. What a volley for this point. Kill off of Riley Jones, and will be a point for Wenatchee, 24-14. deep. Oh, they try to go after it. Musser can't compete, and it will be a point to Wenatchee, and the Panthers take the second set here, 25-14. Jones with the right hand from the left side. And she will serve it to Simmons. Roseberry back to Simmons. Nice diving play by Jones. Panthers get it back across. Good scramble. Here's a kill attempt, cross court. Jones again down to a knee. Cross court again, Wenatchee. What a volley we have here in this particular point. Splits the defense, hits a Panther, and goes to the floor off of the kill by Simmons. Point to Ellensburg. Emma Beckstead comes in for the serve for Wenatchee. Back line to Musser. Up front it goes, and a nice job trying to find a hole in the pond. But Wenatchee right there with the counter. Here's another set. Kill it at the net, blocked by Wenatchee as Riley Jones got after it. Here's a diving play by the Panthers and a block, and the block falls on the Ellensburg side. Point to Wenatchee. Journey approaches. Serve, good one. Musser just trying to defend it here. They got it cross court. Wenatchee scrambling. Barry keeps it alive. Here's a kill attempt, and it's in for a point for Wenatchee as the final point tonight for Demersion. And the Wenatchee Panthers impressively sweep aside the Ellensburg Bulldogs. I know you expected them to come in and really give you guys a challenge. You took care of business tonight.
Yes. We didn't do much preparing on the team whatsoever. We knew that they were going to be good, and we were just going to play our game. It's
kind of your focus all along, right? I mean, it's more about what you guys do.
Mm-hmm. Yes, 100%. We don't watch a lot on other teams just because we like just going into it and playing our game and trying our best.
I was looking at their lineup. I mean, they're 6'2", they're 5'11", they're 5'10". That's a little taller than you guys. So not a preparation for when you face a team like that that's probably going to have hands up in your face when you're at the net?
We do a lot of hitting around the block training and just swinging hard and making sure to cover each other, even if just because we know there's going to be a big block.
Also last night, Eastmont traveled to Sunnyside, came away with a 25-19, 16, and 11 sweep. Moses Lake swept West Valley 25-12, 23, and 20. Sela shut out Quincy. Othello got by Ephrata 3-2. Kashmir swept Natchez Valley 25-12, 7, and 15. Chelam swept Okanagan, while Manson took down Brewster. Lake Roosevelt beat Bridgeport. Elmira Cooley Heartline topped Waterville Mansfield 3-1. Garden City Academy swept Thorpe. Coming up tomorrow, Chelan hosts Cascade Christian at 10, and then Colfax at noon. Eastmont plays at Kashmir at 12:30. Waterville Mansfield hosts Oroville. Brewster plays at Wilbur Cruston Keller. Wenatchee hosts Meade at 1:30. Manson hosts Colfax at 2, and then Cascade Christian at 4. Okanagan welcomes Cle Elum at 2:30. Moses Lake Christian faces Cascade Christian at 7 o'clock. Prep girls soccer scoreboard had Quincy shutting out Chelan 2-0. Natchez Valley surprised Kashmir 5-0. Bridgeport beat Oroville 4-0. Okanagan topped Tonasket 4-1. Lake Roosevelt edged Pateris 2-1. Liberty Bell blanked Manson 4-0. One soccer game tonight has Tonasket hosting Adna. The rest tomorrow with Cascade at Bridgeport at 11, while Chelan is hosting Omak. Prosser's visiting Ephrata at noon, while Brewster hosts Adna. West Valley plays at Moses Lake at 1 o'clock, while Eastmont hosts Sunnyside. Wapato visits Kashmir, and Cle Elum travels to Okanagan. Well, the battle for the top spot in the Big Nine is at Wildcat Stadium tonight, where Eastmont is playing host to Moses Lake. I'll be alongside Grant Olson with the call, with our pregame getting underway at 6:30. The Mavericks are undefeated this season and averaging 53 points a game. Eastmont coach Jay Foster says this cannot be a track meet tonight.
We're not going to pitch a shutout against Moses Lake. I'd love to think we're going to, but I'm not sure that's realistic. Just like we're not going to outscore them 70-69. That's not going to happen either. So, we have to make it our football game, just like they have to make it their football game in order for, each team to be successful.
Senior linebacker Jacoby Mercado told NCWLIFE that they have to find a way to limit the play and big plays of Moses Lake quarterback Brady J. What do you think the big difference is between last year and this year to make a difference?
I think we're definitely better prepared, all week long, film for longer, and I think we have them more figured out this year for sure.
I know Brady J is a good player. I mean, the guy throws a lot. He's able to move around a lot and find receivers and stuff. How do you keep that guy pinned in?
So we're going to try to pressure him for sure, but just We've seen a couple weaknesses we can hopefully pick apart, but we'll see.
Eastmont and Moses Lake kickoff at 7 o'clock right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Wenatchee will try to make it 2 wins in a row as they head to Davis tonight. Pirates 1-5 this season, having lost 5 in a row. Panther coach Taylor Mitchell says Wenatchee has a ton to play for.
We haven't had a winning season since 2019. We haven't beat Sunnyside since 2019. We'd only beat West Valley once since 2019. So, that's the first check off, right? Beat West Valley. We win tomorrow night. It's going to be the second time we've gone to the playoffs since 2019. And then we focus after tomorrow night on Sunnyside, and that's when we can clinch a winning record for the regular season. We can finish in 3rd place in our league, the highest finish we've had so far. So my message to the kids was we have so much that the senior class can really leave their legacy. There's so much left on the bone for these kids and this team, really. And so, it's 1 week at a time. Let's go down to Davis and take care of business tomorrow night.
Senior lineman Luke Flugie and his teammates try not to be too sure of themselves tonight.
I don't want to be overconfident or cocky. I think.
Well, on paper, I mean, they've lost 5 in a row.
They have lost
having their problems.
People we've beat. They have. I would say as an O lineman, I haven't seen anything super competitive or scary looking. I'm excited for the game, that's for sure.
Wenatchee kicks off at Davis at 7 o'clock. West Valley hosts Eisenhower. Kashmir is on the road at Connell tonight in SCAC play. Royal is hosting Walook. Wapatos visiting Kiowa Benton. Natchez Valley is hosting College Place, and Ellensburg visits Zilla. Ephrata and Quincy are both home tonight in the Basin as the Tigers host Toppenish. Jackrabbits welcome the Greyhounds of Grandview in town. Sela visits East Valley. Prosser hosts Othello. Cascade plays host to Medical Lake in Shaston tonight. Omak, meanwhile, is on the road at Chelan. Moses Lake Christian ran away from Pateras last night in B football 52-0. Tonight's schedule has Liberty Bell at Lake Roosevelt. Bridgeport's hosting Soap Lake. Okanagan visits Brewster. Tonasket takes on Manson, and Ediat visits Waterville Mansfield. Finally, Wenatchee Wild look to earn their 2nd win of the young WHL season this weekend. Wenatchee begins the weekend in Vancouver tonight against the Giants at 7 o'clock. Then they'll head further south to battle Seattle tomorrow at 6:05. You can hear all the action with our buddy Austin Droney on 560 KPQ. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a great weekend.